Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to Be in the Change. I'm going to get started by reciting my inspiration. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome to everybody who's watching me for the first time, and thank you. And welcome back to everybody who has watched me and has been watching me before and follow me on this journey where I started in 2019, stating out loud that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by a weekly video. Last year it was to be kinder and more compassionate to myself. And this year is breaking up with sugar. I am still broken up with sugar. So I can't even believe it. I'm kind of scared to have it, even though I still want it, not as bad as I used to. So Easter's coming up and I'm kind of thinking, oh, should I let myself do it on Easter? And then I'm scared I'm going to have to start all over again. And I don't know if I can go through it, the beginning stages all over again. So I kind of don't want to find out what that's like again, even though I think, oh, it'd be so great if I could just have it for one day and stop. But my past track record of my life is I'm an alcoholic. When I drink, I can't stop. I'm a drug addict. When I do drugs, I want alcohol. When I smoke cigarettes, I'm a smoker. So if I have a little bit of sugar, I'm afraid I'm going to want more, because usually that has been my MO with everything. So I have to constantly remind myself, like, it wasn't good, because if it was good, I wouldn't have tried this. I wouldn't have felt like I needed to try this. So remembering what it was like. And that's what I've been talking to you guys in my past couple videos. You know, I'm starting over again with the no sugar thing. I'm starting over again with a new career that has not, you know, my career, I don't think anybody's done what I'm doing. And it doesn't exist yet. And I'm in the process of making it. And because it's never been done, what I've been doing, it's kind of hard to find somebody to help me along with this, because I'm talking out loud about all of my life things that have happened to me. And I know a lot of times people share all the good things, and it's so exciting to hear when somebody arrived and when somebody made it, and then you hear about their struggle after. And I'm telling you about my struggle when I'm in it. And what my struggle has been, last week I was talking about signing up for something that wasn't good for me and I needed to get out of it. So the thing that has been really affecting me and my life for a really long time are finding the right people to go to for advice, for you know, which way to go on my journey. And so and until certain things happened to me, I didn't need certain people. I didn't need a lawyer until I got divorced. And you know, like, you don't need these things until they happen to you. And you know, hopefully, like, I think the first person that I always pick should be the right person. And what I've found out is a lot of times the first person that I go to isn't necessarily always the best person for me. And every time I react out of like, what if I can't find somebody else? What if there's nobody better? There has always been a second opportunity and a third opportunity and a fourth opportunity. And when I react quickly, a lot of times I'm reacting out of fear. And what I'm learning how to do is take a pause, which is hard for me because a lot of times I want to do stuff right away. Once I make a decision, that's it. I'm like full steam ahead. But sometimes when I do that, then I get into situations that aren't healthy for me and I have to back out. So that's what I was talking about last week is I went to somebody and realized it wasn't right for me and I needed to back out. And not caring what other people think about me. You know, that has been a huge work in progress. And I found out most people are not thinking of me, like ever. They're thinking of themselves, which is exactly who you should be thinking about. You think about yourself. But now I'm able not only to think about myself, I'm able to think about other people. And that is a huge stepping stone for me. And I know a lot of people aren't able to think about anybody else but themselves. And a lot of times, my nose always runs, I don't know why. But a lot of times, you can't think of anybody else but yourself until you get spiritually connected. And I am spiritually connected, and now I can think of others and where they are in their life and what happened to them. And there was a time in my life that I could only think about me and what's happening to me and how is this going to make me better and what can I do and how can I do it. And I've been in two 12-step programs that teach you to think of others too. And so part of my process has been I either thought of everybody else and not myself, or all myself and nobody else. So I'm learning how to have the balance of thinking of myself and taking care of myself and being able to help others. But I'm not well enough to help others unless I'm well and I'm healthy and I'm cared for and all of my needs are met first. So how to take care of myself. You know, I never learned how to take care of myself. I learned that other people were more important than I was, and I needed to take care of everybody else. And when I did that at the expense of myself, and I was harming and hurting myself. And what I'm learning is how not to harm and hurt myself. And as I'm learning how not to harm and hurt myself, I'm able now to come back and tell you guys that you don't have to harm or hurt yourself either. And I know a way how not to do that. And the way that I've learned is by being involved in 12-step programs. And there are other people out there going through what I'm going through that are going through what you're going through. And a lot of times when you are at your lowest point, your most vulnerable time of your life, when it feels like the rug is being pulled out from underneath you, there are other people who have been there too, that are there to catch you. And I have learned who these people are and where these people are and how to find them. And it's because I've been divinely led. And, you know, part of my gift has been people come to me at their most vulnerable, lowest times when they don't even want to be around people, and they call me. And that, to me, like, holy shit, that is my gift. And I love that when people are at their lowest point of their life, they're like, I need to call Michelle. And so I'm trying to incorporate that into, I know I'm meant to help people. I know I'm meant to serve people, but I also need to financially support myself, which I haven't found a way to tie it all in together. But I'm working on that, and I can't speed it up and I can't race it, and I'm trusting God. And half the time when I'm doing this stuff, it looks crazy to the outside world because most of the outside world is operating out of fear. And I'm learning how to operate out of faith and how to make space for new to come in, instead of hanging on to the old with a death grip so tight that there's no room and no way for anything else to come in until you let go. And I'm learning how to let go a little bit at a time. I had to loosen my grip a little bit at a time, and then one day it was done for me, that my grip had to come all the way off. And so to anybody who's out there struggling and having a hard time right now, I honestly know where to go and what to do and where you need to be. And that has been my gift from God. And I'm willing to share that with anybody who needs that right now. So thank you to everybody who's watching me and following me on this journey. Every time I talk, I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth because I know it's God channeling through me. But please stay tuned. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and stay safe. And I'll see you all next week.